All right, guys, we have Chris from Wally Boats, and he's gonna walk with us and take a look at this. So tell me about this boat.
This is a Wally coming from Holland. They're made in the Netherlands. We import them as Wally Boats USA.
Okay.
And they are the benefit of an inflatable boat with the shape of the tubes.
Okay.
Molded, motor molded in polyethylene.
Polyethylene. Okay.
Polyethylene. Strong as hell.
I've seen them throw these out. Yeah, they throw them on the side of hills and...
They do that. They drive them behind ATVs, they throw them down hills, and they try to trash them, and they can't do it.
Can I kick it?
You can kick it.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
No, it's... but you'll see from the shape, you've got the inflatable, the traditional rib shape with the stability of the tubes.
Okay.
But you don't have the risk of them deflating. You don't get any degradation with UV, and they are good, solid boat.
There's different color options, right, Chris?
We have a number of options. For this show in Florida, we've chosen to go with the light grey and the white because of the heat potential.
Okay.
So, yellow, red, blue, orange.
What size is this one here?
This one is the Wally 310.
Okay.
It's 10 foot 2 inches.
10 foot 2 and
3.1 meters.
And this one here is the little
270, which is 8 foot 11.
8 foot 11.
Very popular tender.
Would you say this is one of your more popular ones?
Certainly for people using it as a tender for their sailboat or their motorboat, they can either bring it on the davits or they can put it on the roof.
What do they weigh? What do they weigh?
The 310 we've just looked at weighs 232 pounds.
232?
59 pounds.
159 pounds. And then
this little baby, the 210, is 93 pounds.
93 pounds.
Great little rowboat.
Now, if somebody wanted to be creative and put a little console on that, can they do any adaptations and stuff or no?
The 310 and the bigger models, they go up to 5 meters long, 16 feet.
Okay.
They come with seats which drop in, bench seats with a lid that you can store inside.
Okay.
And also a console molded. You can drop it into the... You see the recesses in the side of the boat there?
Yeah.
The benches and the console slot in here. So you get a choice of which way you want to put them in, where you want to put it. And that is an optional extra, so you can go remote steering, you can go tiller steering.
Well, when you want me to torture test one, you let me know. Send me a message and I'll torture test one now.
You got one.
You know, I mean, I don't have any mountains in Miami, but I'll figure something out.
Well, we can work it out. We're down in Fort Lauderdale, so we can probably find some way to try and trash it.
Look at this Hypalon, guys. It's extra shiny. Just kidding, people. This is Rigid Boats. It looks like a rigid inflatable boat, but it's not, okay? It's actually a fiberglass boat that it looks like a tender. It does have a rubber rub rail, okay? So that's nice. But I wanted you guys to check them out because you know what? They're here at the show and they're a dinghy. And we talk about ribs, tenders, and dinghies on this channel. So we got this one is powered by a little 30. That thing must fly. Look at this one here. This one has a little side console. I like that. Big locker. Wow, nice. Nice. Another Evinrude. Guys, I'm a fan of the Evinrude E-Techs, especially on these smaller tenders. They're torquey, they're fast. I would say the only thing I don't like about them, and it's not a big thing, but if you're idling a long time, you might be able to smell a little bit of the engine, and it has to be a long time, you know? So, but honestly, I have an E-Tech. I haven't had any problems with it. I'm happy with it. I like to be transparent with you guys so you guys can make an informed decision.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. All right. You guys ever heard the term deflatables? All right. You guys are the ones who started that.
Sorry.
All right, guys.
Sorry.
We got Micah here from Life Proof.
Micah.
Micah.
No
All right,
worries.
guys. Yeah, no pressure. So, Micah is the CEO of Life Proof Boats, and he's going to show us what's this, a 31 foot.
Good.
What boat is this,
Good
Micah?
man. This is called our GT Coupe.
Okay.
And the idea with the GT Coupe is to have a 3/4 cabin.
Okay.
That is removable on the back. So this is all isinglass. It's designed on a double track system, so you can open and close the door. You don't have to take it off every time.
Okay.
But on a day like today, it's beautiful out. We're gonna take the whole thing off and enjoy it.
Okay, so let's get in there. Tell me about a little bit about the whole, obviously we want to talk about the foam technology that you have in the collar, or what would you call this foam collar? Is there a particular name that you guys call it, or?
So what we do is we build both ribs, and this one would be a D-collared boat.
Okay.
And so the D-collar is all foam.
Okay.
And we like that principle. It works great. We do a lot of law enforcement boats. We do a lot of drug interdiction boats. And that's a perfect system for them. You could shoot this with a 9mm. It wouldn't even go through the side sheet of the boat.
Okay.
So that's a pretty cool feature. Now, some people really like the round feel of the rib. They like the soft nature of it. They like to sit on it.
Me.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, that's a big deal. We do a lot of snorkel boats, a lot of dive boats.
Okay.
And so for those clients who still like the idea and the safety of foam,
Okay.
we have our own patented system, which we can retrofit. We've done Zodiacs, Delranias, Protectors, you name it, Nauticas. And it's got a foam core,
Okay.
80% foam core to it. So you let all the air out, 20%, you let all that air out, and it's still gonna hold its shape. It's going to take you back home safely. You get home, and then you can fix the air problem.
Is it a Hypalon, polyurethane, PVC? What is it that you guys are using with that system?
Well, what you're gonna see here is you're gonna see urethane boats.
Okay.
We like urethane. This is a special fabric that comes out of Israel. It's fantastic. It is the best in the world. We've tested everything from the Germans, the South Korean fabrics, the US fabrics, and this has the best welded properties and the most strength.
Okay.
It has a UV inhibitor built into it, so it's very, very stable in high heat. We've got boats in Hawaii and Florida, all over the world. Now, if a client came in and they wanted a PVC boat, because maybe they want that color that they really, really want to match the bigger boat, and they've got a PVC and not urethane, we'll do that.
Okay.
We like the urethane and PVC options because they're heat welded. And the heat welding builds a very consistent bond, and you never have to worry about your weld being the wrong size, the wrong shape, or not getting a good penetration in your weld. Then there's a unique thing that you're gonna start seeing from us that we filed for another patent application on. So a patent pending. We have bought a custom sewing machine so that we can double stitch with PTFE UV stable thread that seam on that boat. And that allows the temperature gradient to go much higher on that weld. Or let's say you go out to the Middle East and you've got very high temperatures, temperature dependent. Now you don't have to worry, and you're not going to have any separation of that weld.
And that's a big worry. And then it's something that you see a lot in areas where you have some seams that might fail because of the heat.
Yeah.
If you guys fix that, I'll tell you got a game changer there.
Especially black tubes. Black tubes are about 30 degrees hotter on a sunny day.
Yeah.
So